Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's stream. I am Algorianova, your friendly neighborhood VTuber, and I am so excited to dive back into the world of Slay the Spire with all of you. I hope you're ready for some epic battles, tough decisions, and maybe even a few surprises along the way. So grab your snacks, settle in, and let's have a great time together. Let's slay some spires. Let's chat it up with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet relics or something. Plus, I'm curious to see what she has to say. Who needs a starting relic when you can get a random boss relic instead? Let's spice things up and take the risk for some epic loot. Let's take on the monster at Node 5. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. This louse is going down with this strike card. These little louses are trying to take me down, but I'm not going down without a fight. Gotta beef up my defenses with this card. Time to smack that little louse with a strike. Let's show it who's boss with a solid hit. I'm gonna need some extra defense to survive this round, so I'll play the defend card to beef up my block. Let's give that little louse a good old bash and make it regret crossing paths with me. Let's just wrap this up quickly and move on to the next baddie. One hit wonder. Let's add some chaos to the mix with Havoc. Playing the top card of my draw pile could lead to some interesting combos. Let's go for the mystery node. Who knows, maybe I'll find a cool relic or some sweet upgrades. Plus, I'm feeling lucky today. Time to smack that cultist with a strike card and show it who's boss. Let's smack that cultist with a strike card and show it who's boss. Let's give that cultist a good old bash and make it regret messing with us. This cultist is really annoying with its powers, so I'm just going to smack it with a strike and be done with it. Let's go with Intimidate. Applying weak to all enemies can really help us control the damage we take. Plus, it's a free card to play. Let's see what's behind the question mark. Maybe it's a cool event or some sweet loot? This jawworm is about to feel the wrath of my mighty bash. Let's crush it with some extra damage and make it more vulnerable for future attacks. This is a great move to weaken all those enemies and make my life easier in this fight. This jawworm is really bugging me, so I'm going to smack it with my strike card and show it who's boss. Let's bash this jawworm and make it regret ever crossing paths with me. Time to smack that jawworm with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Let's go for some heavy-hitting action with Pummel. Dealing 2 damage 4 times can really pack a punch and exhausts 2, so it won't clog up my deck. Time to unleash some fury. Let's give that jawworm a little bash and make it more vulnerable to our attacks. Gotta take it down fast. Let's show that jaw worm who's boss with a flurry of punches from Pummel. Let's smack that jaw worm with some damage. Let's make these enemies feel a little less confident in their attacks, shall we? This jaw worm needs a good punch to the face, so I'm going to hit it with a strike card. Let's smack that acid slime, M, with a strike to show it who's boss, and hopefully avoid taking any damage from it. This is going to be fun. Let's see what surprise card we get to play with Havoc. This jaw worm is about to get a taste of my bash. Let's see how it likes being vulnerable. Time to finish off that pesky jaw worm with a good old strike. Can't let it hit me with that 14 damage next turn. Hi, what's up? This card could be a game changer if I get lucky with the card that comes out of it. Let's roll the dice and see what we get. This slime is looking pretty angry, so I better beef up my defenses with this defend card. This slime is about to get a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Hey, Warcry is a cool card. It lets me draw a card and put one from my hand on top of my draw pile. Plus, it's free. Let's add some strategy to the deck. Let's go smack that monster. I need more gold to buy some cool stuff at the shop later. Let's smack that mad gremlin with a strike and show it who's boss. Let's smash that little gremlin with a flurry of punches before it gets too angry and strong. This Warcry card will help me draw a card and set up my next turn. Let's keep the momentum going. Time to give that mad gremlin a taste of my power. Let's show it who's boss with a solid hit. Time to smack that mad gremlin with a strike. Gotta show it who's boss. These little gremlins are hitting hard, so I better beef up my defenses with some block. Let's chat it up with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet relics or something. Plus, who doesn't love a good gossip session with a mystical being? Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP? Oh, heck yeah, let's make this a speed run. I'm gonna breeze through these fights like a hot knife through butter. Let's go for the last monster node and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use the extra gold. Time to finish off this cultist with a swift strike. No need to overkill, just a tap will do. Oh man, this card is perfect for my deck. It deals extra damage for every strike card I have. It's like a supercharged attack. Count me in. Let's smack that bug with a strike card and get rid of it before it even knows what hit it. Time to finish off this pesky louse with a good old strike card. Adios, little bug. Oh man, this card hits like a truck. And the more strength I have, the more damage it deals. Definitely adding this to my deck for some serious damage potential. Hello, Wintermoon577. Thank you so much for following my channel. I'm excited to have you join me on my Slay the Spire adventures. I hope you enjoy the content and have a great time watching the streams. Feel free to chat with me during the streams and let me know your thoughts on the game. See you in the next stream. Let's smash that little slime with a heavy blade. It's going to be so satisfying. Let's shrug off the haters with this card. Gain some block and draw a card, perfect for defense and card draw. Let's hit up that question mark node. Maybe we'll get a cool relic or event to spice things up. Time to shrug off the looter's attack and draw a card. Maybe it's something good. Let's give this looter a good old bash and make it regret stealing my gold. Time to bring down the hammer with heavy blade and show this looter who's boss. This looter is not getting away with my gold. Time to show them who's boss with a good old strike. Oh man, Barricade is such a game changer. Keeping that block at the end of my turn? Yes, please. I'm definitely picking this one up. Hey, we're not looking too hot with only 74 out of 80 HP. Let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta stay alive to slay those spires, right? Let's shrug off the incoming damage and see what else we can get to make this fight a breeze. Let's smack that slime with a good old strike to speed up this battle. Let's show this slime what we're made of with a powerful strike that gets stronger with every strike card in my deck. Let's give this slime a good bash and make it regret messing with us. Time to give that spike slime a little poke with my strike card. Let's see if it likes that. Time to flex my muscles and crush that slimy monster with a powerful heavy blade. Let's shrug off the damage and draw a card. Maybe we'll get lucky and draw something to finish off these slimes. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike. Gotta take it down before it gets a chance to attack. Let's smash that slime with a heavy blade. It's gonna feel like a ton of bricks falling on it. Ah! Gotta shrug off those hits like they're nothing. Just brush them off and keep going. Let's hit the slime with a perfected strike and show it who's boss. Hey, this card is pretty cool. Drawing extra cards is always helpful, especially when you're dealing with those pesky status cards. Let's evolve our deck with this one. Who needs HP when you can have gold? Am I right? Let's gather that shiny loot and worry about the HP later. YOLO. Let's go challenge the elite. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to take on a tough fight. Bring it on. I'm gonna hit Lagavulin with this perfected strike and watch the damage stack up with my other strike cards. Let's show this monster who's boss. Let's smack Lagavulin with a strike card to show it who's boss. Let's smash Lagavulin with this heavy blade and show it who's boss. Let's just shrug off the damage and draw a card. Maybe we'll get something good. Time to put up my guard and show this Lagavulin that I'm not an easy target. Let's bash Lagavulin and make it regret ever crossing paths with me. Time to show Lagavulin who's boss with this perfected strike. Let's crush it with some extra damage. Let's shrug off the damage and draw a card. Maybe we'll get something good to finish off Lagavulin next turn. Alright, time to put up my defenses and show Lagavulin that I'm not an easy target. Let's smack that Lagavulin with some strikes and show it who's boss. Let's smack Lagavulin with a strike to bring down its health a bit more. Time to bring down the hammer with heavy blade and show Lagavulin who's boss. Gotta shield myself from that Lagavulin's attack. Can't afford to take unnecessary damage, you know. Let's smack that Lagavulin with a strike and start chipping away at its health. This big guy needs a little tickle, so I'm going to hit him with a strike to keep him on his toes. Time to show Lagavulin who's boss with a big hit from Perfected Strike. Whoa, Whirlwind is a great AoE attack card. It can deal 5 damage to all enemies multiple times. Let's add some crowd control to the deck. Let's spin around like a tornado and smack all these enemies with some damage. Whirlwind, here we go. Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some good luck for the rest of the run, or at least some juicy gossip about the other spire creatures. Enemies in your next 3 combats have 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. I'm all about that quick and easy victory. Let's go for it. Let's start this off with a bang and take on the first monster. Gotta warm up those card-playing muscles. Let's give that acid slime a headache with some bash action and make it easier to squash. Time to finish off this slimy fella with a good old strike card. Let's wrap this up. Oh man, Headbutt is like playing hide and seek with your cards. You can deal damage and then bring back a card from your discard pile. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Gotta grab it. Let's go check out the question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some cool loot or a helpful event. Who needs HP when you can have gold, am I right? Let's gather that shiny loot. All right, time to give that little bug a taste of my power. Let's squash it like the bug it is. This little bug is going down. Time to show it who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Oh man, Armaments is such a versatile card. It gives you block and upgrades a card in your hand for the whole combat. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Gotta grab it. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows? Maybe we'll find some sweet loot or a helpful event to spice things up. Upgrade a card? Heck yeah, let's make our deck even more OP. Time to pray for that sweet upgrade. Let's beef up our cards with Armaments. Who doesn't love a little upgrade boost during combat? Plus, gaining 5 block is always a nice bonus. Upgrade all the things. Let's hit up that question mark node. Maybe we'll find some sweet loot or a cool event to spice things up. Let's smack that cultist with a headbutt and bring back a card from the discard pile for some extra oomph. I'm feeling a bit nostalgic, so let's bring back a card from the discard pile with headbutt. Plus it deals some decent damage. I'm feeling a bit tired, so I'll take a rest at the campfire node to heal up before facing the elite. Hey, we're not looking too hot with our HP right now. Let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. Can't slay the spire if we're slaying ourselves, am I right? Let's go for the pummel card. It deals 2 damage 4 times, which can really pack a punch against tough enemies. Plus, it exhausts after use, so we won't clutter our deck with it. Let's grab Clothesline. It deals decent damage and applies weak, which will help us control enemy attacks. Plus, we need more attack cards in our deck. Let's grab Dark Embrace. Whenever a card is exhausted, we get to draw 1 card. More cards means more options, and who doesn't love options, right? Plus, it's always fun to keep the card draw engine running. Let's go fight that monster and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use the extra gold and loot. Let's beef up our defenses and make our whole hand stronger for the rest of this brawl. Time to flex those cards. Let's smack the slaver with Headbutt Plus and bring back a useful card from the discard pile. Double the fun. I'm all about that card draw life. Gotta keep the momentum going. This card is like a power-up for my whole hand, making me feel like I just found a cheat code in a video game. This slaver is about to feel the wrath of my Bash Plus. Let's make it regret crossing paths with me. Let's smack that slaver with a good old strike. Let's give this slaver a taste of my pummel. Time to show them who's boss with some rapid punches. This is a great opportunity to deal some damage to the slaver and potentially set up for a powerful combo next turn. Let's add some more damage to our deck with Wild Strike. Plus, shuffling a wound into the draw pile can be a fun challenge to deal with later on. Let's show that louse who's boss with a flurry of punches from Pummel. Time to knock out that bug. Let's keep the cards flowing and see what else we can draw into. Who knows, maybe we'll get something really good. Time to give that louse a fashion makeover with a clothesline. Let's weaken it and show it who's boss. Let's smack that louse for 6 damage and start chipping away at its health. I'm gonna smack that weak louse with Headbutt and bring back a powerful card to finish the job. Let's smack that little louse with a strike and get rid of it before it becomes a nuisance. Let's smack that louse with the Headbutt card and bring it down to size while setting up for future plays with the card retrieval effect. This louse is about to hit me, and I need to put up my defenses like a pro boxer dodging punches. Oh man, this card can be a real powerhouse if I take some hits early on. Plus, 18 damage for just 4 energy? Sign me up. Let's take on the monster. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show off my skills in battle. Plus, I could use the extra gold and loot to beef up my deck. Bring it on! Let's smack this looter with a headbutt and maybe bring back a card from the dead pile to spice things up a bit. Let's smack that looter with blood for blood, since it's going to hit hard and cost less with my HP being on the lower side. Time to show this thief who's boss. Let's smack this looter and bring back a powerful card for the next turn. Easy peasy. Let's add some crowd control with Thunderclap. Dealing damage and applying vulnerable to all enemies? Yes, please. Let's buff up all our cards and make them shine like a diamond for the rest of this battle. Let's smack that slaver with a Wild Strike Plus to show it who's boss. I'm going to unleash the power of blood for blood on that slaver to show it who's boss, and take it down quickly. Let's smack that slaver with Headbutt and bring back a powerful card from the discard pile. Time to show this monster who's boss. Oh man, this card is perfect for my deck. It deals extra damage for each strike card I have, and I have a bunch of those already. Let's go for it. Let's take on the elite. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show them who's boss. This monster hits hard, so let's make it hit like a wet noodle with some weakness and a solid hit. This is going to be a big hit. Hopefully, it'll make the Lagavulin regret messing with me. Time to show Lagavulin who's boss with this beefed up strike. Let's finish this fight in style. Let's beef up our cards and block up a bit. Gotta be ready for whatever Lagavulin throws at us. Let's smack Lagavulin with this headbutt and maybe throw a surprise card on top of my deck for later. Time to show this monster who's boss. Let's smack Lagavulin with headbutt and bring back a useful card from the discard pile for the next turn. This Thunderclap is gonna zap all enemies and make them more vulnerable, so they'll feel the shock of my power. Let's keep the cards flowing and see what goodies we can draw next with Dark Embrace. Oh man, Brutality is such a fun card. Losing a bit of HP but drawing an extra card every turn. Sign me up for that chaos. Oh man, a relic sounds awesome. Even if it comes with a curse, I'm all about that risk for the reward. Let's go for the box option. Oh man, we are pretty beat up right now. Let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We need all the HP we can get to survive the next battles. Time to hit the slime boss with a big whack. Let's show this slimy fella who's boss. Gonna smack that slime boss with headbutt plus and shuffle my discard pile for some sweet combos next turn. This slime boss is going down faster than a hot knife through butter with this Wild Strike Plus card. Time to put up my shield and play it safe. Can't risk getting slimed by the boss. Let's smack that slime boss with a strike card to show it who's boss. Time to give that spike slime a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Let's smack that spike slime with a good old strike to bring it down a notch. Let's get that brutality going. More cards means more fun. Let's give these slimes a little shock therapy with Thunderclap, make them more vulnerable to my strikes. Time to show this slime who's boss with a big hit. I'm going to smack that acid slime with Blood for Blood, since it's a free high damage card, and I want to take down the big enemy quickly. Let's smack that big acid slime with a headbutt and set up for some sweet combos later on. Time to smack that slime with a strike card and get rid of it before it causes any more trouble. These slimes are looking pretty slimy, so I better beef up my defenses with some blocks. Let's smack that acid slime with Blood for Blood and show them who's boss. Let's smack that little slime with the strike card and get rid of it before it causes any trouble. Let's smack that slimy monster with a headbutt and get a useful card back in my hand for the next turn. Let's beef up our defenses and make all our cards stronger for the rest of this brawl. Time to show these slimes who's boss. Let's get rid of this slimy card. It's clogging up my hand and I need some better options for the next turn. Let's go for some chit-chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool tips or a secret power-up, who knows? Enemies with 1 HP? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I'll breeze through those combats like a hot knife through butter. Bring it on, Neo. Let's start by taking on this monster and show them who's boss. Plus, I could use some extra gold. Time to say goodbye to that pesky louse with a swift strike. Adios, little bug. Let's give this little bug a good old smack and move on to the next fight. Let's grab True Grit. It gives us some block and helps us get rid of a random card in our hand. Plus, it's always fun to see what gets exhausted. This cultist is hanging on by a thread, so let's give it a little tap with this strike card and send it packing. Oh, Armaments is a must-have. It gives you block and upgrades a card in your hand. It's like a 2-for-1 deal. Can't pass that up. Who doesn't love a good old ethereal card that deals a whopping 20 damage? It's like a one-hit wonder that packs a punch. Let's grab Warcry. Drawing a card is always good, and putting a card back on top of our draw pile can set up some nice combos for the next turn. Plus, it's free to play, so why not? Let's clean up this hand a bit and fortify our defenses with a little bit of randomness thrown in for fun. Let's smack that spike slime with a strike and take it out before it can deal any damage to us. This acid slime is about to get a taste of my carnage. Let's finish this battle in style. Hey, this card is like getting stronger the more you get beat up. It's like a comeback move. Love it. Let's smack that slimy acid slime with a good old strike to speed things up. These slimy monsters are no match for my defensive skills. Time to beef up my block and show them who's boss. This slime is about to hit me hard, so I better brace myself with some extra defense. Time to bring out the big guns with carnage and smash that slaver into smithereens. really good opening draw sets me up to block some incoming damage and potentially get rid of a less useful card in my hand. Time to unleash the big guns and smack that slaver with a powerful blow that gets stronger the more beat up I am. This slime is going down fast with this bash attack, and I'm all about efficiency here. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike. Gotta take it down before it starts causing trouble. I'm gonna slap down some defense to protect myself from those pesky monsters. Can't let them get the best of me. Time to finish off that slimy boy with a big hit from Carnage. No need to hold back when victory is within reach. Hey, this card is like having a personal bodyguard for your exhausted cards. It's like saying, "Don't worry, I got your back." Hey, we're kinda low on HP right now, so let's just take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we don't keel over before we reach the boss, right? Let's get some block and clean up the clutter in my hand with true grit. This is a classic move. Gotta defend myself before I can go on the offensive. I'm gonna play Feel No Pain, because who doesn't like free block? It's like getting a shield without even trying. Time to unleash some pain on that gremlin knob with blood for blood. Let's show it who's boss. Let's beef up our defenses and make our cards even stronger for the rest of this brawl. Time to show this gremlin knob what we're made of. Let's smack that gremlin knob with a big hit. Gotta take it down before it gets too angry and strong. This is gonna be a spicy play. I'll show this gremlin knob who's boss by unleashing the power of blood for blood on it. This is gonna be epic. I'll unleash the blood for blood on that gremlin knob and watch its HP drop like a rock. Let's add some chaos to the mix with Havoc. Playing a random card from the draw pile sounds like a wild ride. Oh man, we are pretty low on HP right now. Let's take a chill pill and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We don't want to risk getting knocked out in the next battle, do we? Let's go for the treasure. Gotta stack up that gold for some sweet upgrades. This monster is going down with a big hit and some vulnerability for good measure. This looter is not getting away with my gold. Time to show who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Let's smack that looter with a strike plus and show them who's boss. Let's play True Grit, gain some block, and let fate decide which card gets exhausted. It's like a surprise party for my deck. I'm going to play Warcry to dig deeper into my deck and hopefully find a card that can help me deal with the looter's next attack. Let's just smack that looter with Carnage and show it who's boss with a big hit. Let's go with Thunderclap. It deals damage to all enemies and applies vulnerable, setting them up for some serious beatdowns. Plus, it's only 1 energy cost, so it's a great addition to our deck. Who needs regrets when you have gold? Am I right? Let's take the risk and grab that sweet 75 gold. Let's go for bloodletting. Who needs HP when you can gain 2 energy, right? Live fast, play fast. Let's go for the Wild Strike. It deals a solid 12 damage but shuffles a wound into our deck. We can handle a little extra challenge, right? Plus, more damage is always good. Let's get pumped up with some extra strength. We'll be smashing through enemies like a hot knife through butter with this power-up. Dude, imagine stacking up a ton of block and then slamming it all into the enemy with this card. It's like a WWE move, but with cards. Let's grab and trench. Doubling our block can be a lifesaver in tough battles, especially against those heavy-hitting enemies. Plus, it's only 2 gold, so it's a steal. Let's grab Bandage Up. It's a free heal of 4 HP, and we can use it whenever we need a quick health boost. Plus, it exhausts so we won't clutter our hand with it later. It's like a little band-aid for our wounds. I'm gonna slap down a defend to protect myself from those pesky gremlins. Can't have them ruining my hair. Let's smack that shield gremlin with a strike card and make our life a bit easier in this fight. Let's give those gremlins a little shock therapy with Thunderclap, making them more vulnerable to our attacks. Time to lose a bit of HP for that sweet, sweet energy boost. Let's go. Let's give that mad gremlin a good old bash to the face and show it who's boss. I'm just gonna slap down this defend card to protect myself from those pesky monsters. Can't have them ruining my day. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off these monsters. Let's smack that shield gremlin with a strike and move on to the next enemy. Time to show them who's boss. Time to pump up the muscles with some flames. Let's get stronger and smash this shield gremlin. This is gonna be fun. Let's see what surprise card we get with Havoc, and hopefully it helps us take down this shield gremlin. Time for a quick patch-up. Gotta keep myself in tip-top shape to take down this shield gremlin. Oh man, Headbutt is awesome. Not only does it deal damage, but it also lets me put a card from my discard pile back on top of my draw pile. It's like recycling my cards. Love it. Let's smack that sentry for 6 damage and start chipping away at its health. This is a solid play, getting some defense and upgrading a card for future use. Let's beef up our deck a bit. Let's get some extra block and get rid of a random card in our hand, multitasking at its finest. Let's smack that monster with the most HP and bring back a powerful card from the discard pile for a double whammy. Let's lose a bit of HP to gain some energy. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's smack that sentry with a strike card and show it who's boss. Let's pump up those muscles with some flames. Time to hit harder and make these sentries regret messing with us. Let's smack that sentry with the highest HP with a bash to soften it up for a big hit next turn. I'm just gonna slap on some extra defense. Gotta protect this precious HP pool of mine, you know? Let's go wild with Wild Strike on the vulnerable enemy for massive damage. Let's dig through the deck and set up a better draw for the next turn. Gotta plan ahead, you know? This strike card is perfect to smack down that sentry and get closer to victory. This sentry is looking a bit weak, so I'm going to hit it with a strike and see if I can take it down quickly. Let's chat it up with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet relics or something. Plus, I'm curious to see what she has to say. Oh man, enemies with 1 HP? That's like a dream come true. I can just sneeze on them and they'll be defeated. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for it! Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. This slime is about to get a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Whoa, this card can be upgraded multiple times. Imagine the damage it can do after a few upgrades. Definitely picking this one. Who needs regrets when you can have 275 gold instead? Let's take the risk and grab that shiny gold. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some sweet loot or a cool event to spice things up. This cultist is on its last legs. Time to finish it off with a big hit. Hey, this card is like a gym buddy that helps you get stronger every time you take a hit. Plus, it's only 1 energy cost. Let's pump up those muscles. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some sweet loot or a cool event to spice things up. Oh man, I could really use some deck thinning, but losing 7 HP? No way, I'll take the risk and pray to remove a card from my deck. Let's keep the momentum going and hit that continue button. Ain't no stopping us now. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows what kind of cool stuff we'll find there? Maybe a new relic or event to spice things up. Hey, we're not looking too hot with only 73 out of 80 HP. Let's take a chill pill and rest to heal up 30% of our max HP. Can't slay the spire if we're slaying ourselves, am I right? Let's take on the monster first. Gotta warm up before facing the elite. Time to put up my shield and play it safe. Gotta protect this precious HP. Let's just smack one of those louse bugs with a strike card and get rid of it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. This louse is about to get squished like a bug. Time to show it who's boss with a powerful strike. Oh man, Flame Barrier is like having a fiery shield. It gives you a bunch of block and then burns your enemies when they try to hit you. It's like, come at me bro, but with flames. Let's smack that slimy dude with the big hammer. Gotta take down the tougher opponent first, right? Let's smack that fungi beast with a strike to show it who's boss and get closer to victory. Time to give that fungi beast a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's take it down before it can cause more trouble. Let's smack that fungi beast with a strike. Gotta take it down before it deals more damage. Time to get a little stronger by hurting myself a bit, but it's all worth it for the extra damage. This flame barrier is like a fiery shield that not only protects me, but also strikes back at those who dare to attack me. It's like having a personal bodyguard who fights back. Let's smack that fungi beast with a good old strike to bring it closer to defeat. Let's smack that fungi beast with a big hit and move on to the next monster. Time to smack that slimy monster with a good old strike card and get rid of it. Let's grab this Warcry card. Drawing a card and putting one back on top of the draw pile can help with deck manipulation and setting up combos. Plus, it's free to play, so why not? Oh man, we're kind of beat up right now. Let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape to take on whatever comes our way next. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows what kind of cool stuff we'll find there? Maybe a new relic or some sweet upgrades. Let's pray at the upgrade shrine and upgrade a card. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and make our deck even more OP. Let's go for the Searing Blow. It's like a fiery hammer of doom dealing massive damage. Plus, it can be upgraded multiple times, so it's a solid investment for the long run. Let's make our enemies feel the burn. Let's take on the monster. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show off my skills in battle. Let's dig deeper into the deck and set up a better draw for the next turn. Time to strategize. Let's swing that big searing blow and knock that looter out of the park. Let's smack that looter with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Time to bash this looter and make it regret stealing my gold. Time to put up a fiery shield with flame barrier, so when the enemy hits me, they'll feel the burn too. Let's go with Thunderclap. It's like a party popper but for enemies, deals damage and makes them vulnerable. Plus, it hits all enemies at once, so it's a real crowd pleaser. Hey, we're not looking too hot with our HP right now. Let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape to slay those spires, right? Let's smack that slimy spike slime with a strike and get rid of it. Let's spice things up with Thunderclap and make these slimes feel a little more vulnerable to my attacks. Time to give that little slime a good whack and send it back to the slime kingdom. Let's dig deeper into the deck and see what goodies we can find. Time to get lucky. This flame barrier is like a fiery shield that protects me and burns anyone who dares to attack me. It's like having a personal bodyguard who fights back. Let's smack that slimy boy with a strike card and get rid of it before it causes any trouble. Hey, Headbutt is like a boomerang for your cards. You can deal damage and then bring back a useful card from your discard pile. It's like recycling, but with more punching. Let's take a rest at the campfire and heal up before facing the next challenge. Can't go wrong with a little R&R. Hey, we're not looking too hot with our HP right now. Let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta stay alive to slay more spires, right? Let's put up that flame barrier. It's like setting up a fiery force field around me, plus I get to hit back when they try to hit me. I'm gonna smack the Guardian with a strike to bring it closer to defeat. Let's show this boss who's boss. Let's dig through our deck and set up a killer next turn with Warcry. This big guy needs a little tickle, so I'm going to throw a punch at him with this strike card. Let's smack the Guardian with a good old strike to show it who's boss. Time to give the Guardian a taste of my powerful strikes and take it down. Let's give these monsters a shocking surprise with Thunderclap. Zap, zap! Let's smack this Guardian with a headbutt and shuffle a nice card back into the mix for some extra oomph. Let's beef up our strength while taking some hits. It's like getting stronger from eating cake. This Thunderclap is gonna make the Guardian regret messing with me. It's gonna hit them all and make them vulnerable. I'm just gonna slap down a defend to protect myself a bit. Can't have the Guardian hitting me too hard, you know? I'm gonna need to beef up my defenses to survive this beefy monster's attacks. Let's smack the Guardian with some strikes to show it who's boss. Just gonna slap down some defense and chill for a bit, let the monster hit me with its weak attacks, while I build up my strength. Alright, time to put up my flame barrier and show this guardian that I'm not afraid of a little heat. This big guy needs a little tickle, so I'm gonna hit him with a strike card and see how he likes it. Time to show the guardian who's boss with a good old strike to the face. Let's give these enemies a little shock therapy with Thunderclap. Make them more vulnerable to my attacks. Let's smack this guardian with a bash! And that vulnerable debuff will make it hurt even more. Oh man, Juggernaut is such a cool power. It's like having a little buddy that smacks enemies every time you gain block. Plus, it's only 2 energy, so I'm definitely adding this to my deck. Oh man, this relic is perfect for those tough boss and elite fights. Getting that extra energy at the start of my turn can really turn the tide in my favor. Let's go with this one, and show those bosses who's boss. Let's go fight another monster. I'm on a roll and feeling unstoppable. Let's give these baddies a shock. Thunderclap will zap them all and make them easier to take down later. Let's smack the looter with Headbutt and bring back a useful card from the discard pile. Time to show them who's boss. Let's smack that looter with a big fiery blow and show them who's boss. Time to give that mugger a taste of my powerful strikes and take it down. Let's put up that flame barrier and watch the mugger hurt itself when it tries to attack me. Easy peasy. I'm just gonna throw up my defenses real quick. Gotta protect myself from that sneaky mugger. Let's smack that mugger with a headbutt and plan our next move with a card from the discard pile. Let's give this mugger a good bash to the face and make it regret stealing all that gold. Uppercut is like the ultimate combo move. It deals damage, applies weak and vulnerable. It's like hitting your enemies with a 1-2 punch and then some. Definitely adding this to my deck. Time to give that round boy a little bash and make it easier to take him down later. Let's smack that round boy with headbutt and shuffle a card back into my deck for some extra oomph. Time to bash the Spheric Guardian and make it regret messing with me. Time to smack that Spheric Guardian with some good old strikes and show it who's boss. Let's give these enemies a little shock therapy with Thunderclap. Make them more vulnerable to my attacks. Let's give these enemies a shocking surprise with Thunderclap, making them more vulnerable to our attacks. Time to hit him with the old 1-2 punch. Uppercut incoming to weaken this big bad guardian. Let's shuffle through the deck and see if we can find something spicy for the next turn. Time to give that round boy a taste of my strike card and show him who's boss. Let's chat it up with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some sweet relics or something. Plus, who doesn't love a good gossip session with a mystical being? Enemies with 1 HP? That's like playing on easy mode. Let's breeze through the next 3 combats with style. Let's take on the first monster node because I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show off my skills. Time to slay some spire creatures. This cultist is about to feel the wrath of my bash. Let's make them regret crossing paths with me. Let's headbutt our way to victory. Dealing damage and recycling cards? Count me in! Let's finish off this jawworm with a satisfying strike. No need to drag this fight out any longer. Oh man, Dark Embrace is such a cool power card. Drawing a card whenever something gets exhausted? Sign me up for that card draw goodness. Let's purify our deck and remove a card. Who needs extra baggage when climbing the spire, am I right? Plus, I love a good deck cleanse. It's like Marie Kondoing my cards. Who needs HP when you can have gold, right? Let's gather that shiny loot and live life on the edge. Let's smack that bug with a strike card and show it who's boss. Time to finish off this pesky louse with a quick strike. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Let's go for Sever Soul. It's a great finisher card that can clear out those pesky non-attack cards in my hand and deal a solid 16 damage. Time to clean house. Oh man, we're kind of beat up right now. Let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape for the challenges ahead. This is gonna be epic. I'm gonna exhaust all those non-attack cards and hit the enemy hard with Sever Soul. This is a great opportunity to deal some damage and set up my next draw, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's clean up this mess with a big hit from Sever Soul and get rid of those pesky non-attack cards cluttering my hand. I'm going to play this card because it's the best option. This is a perfect opportunity to take out the weak enemy with the strike card. So let's go for it. Time to smack that slimy boy with a strike card and chip away at its HP. Let's clean up this mess with Sever Soul and say goodbye to that slimy foe. I'm feeling a bit fashionable today, so let's add Clothesline to the deck. It deals damage and applies weak, perfect for controlling the enemy's strength. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find a cool relic or event to spice things up. I mean, why stop now? Let's keep this party going and see what else this face trader has in store for us. Let's continue. Let's roll the dice and see what kind of face we get. Good face or bad face, either way it's going to be a wild ride. Let's smack that slaver with some damage and set up for a sweet combo next turn by putting a card back on top of my deck. Let's smack that slaver with a big hit to speed things up. These slimes are not going to touch me with this much block. Let's give that spike slime a good old bash and make it regret sliming around here. Let's smack that slaver with some strikes and show it who's boss. These defend cards are like my shield, protecting me from harm. Gotta stay safe in this crazy combat. I'm going to need to beef up my defenses before that slaver hits me with its attack. Can't let it ruin my day. Let's smack the slaver with Headbutt and bring back a useful card from the discard pile. Time to show this monster who's boss. This slaver is about to feel the wrath of my bash. Let's make it regret crossing paths with me. Time to clean up my hand and deal a big blow to that slaver with Sever Soul. Let's burn some cards and draw more cards. This will help us cycle through our deck faster and find the cards we need. Let's take a break at the rest node and recharge our batteries before facing whatever's waiting for us at the question mark node. Hey, we're kind of low on HP right now, so let's just take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape to slay those spire baddies. Let's smack that fungi beast with a good old strike and show it who's boss. I'm going to need some extra protection from these monsters, so I'm just going to play it safe and block some damage with the defend card. This slime is getting on my nerves. Time to show it who's boss with a big hit. This is going to be a quick and easy way to deal a big chunk of damage to that fungi beast without worrying about any other cards in my hand. I'm going to smack that slime with a bash to make it extra squishy for my next attacks. Let's grab Warcry. Drawing a card and putting another one on top of the draw pile can set up some nice combos later on. Plus, it exhausts so it won't clog up my hand. Let's clean up my hand and smack that slime with a powerful attack. This slime is about to get a taste of my powerful punch. Let's show it who's boss with a good old strike. Let's smack that slimy monster with some damage and shuffle a useful card back into my deck for later. Time to show this slime who's boss. Let's dig through the deck and see if we can find something spicy to deal with this slimy situation. Let's dig through the deck and set up a better hand for the next turn with Warcry. I'm going to throw up a quick block with this Defend card to protect myself from those slimy monsters. Can't have them sliming all over me. This slime is getting a fashion makeover with a clothesline attack, looking fabulous and weak. Let's dig through our deck and see if we can find something spicy to finish off these slimes. Let's slap that weak on the already weakened slime for some double trouble damage reduction. Let's smack that slimy dude with a good old strike to get rid of it faster. Let's give this slime a good bash and make it regret sliming around here. Hello, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. How about you? Are you enjoying the stream so far? Let's clean up my hand and finish off that weak acid slime with a big hit. Let's smack that slimy dude with a headbutt and then bring back a powerful card from the discard pile to finish the job. Hey, I love drawing cards and gaining block at the same time. Shrug It Off is perfect for setting up my defense while keeping my hand full. Plus, it's only one energy cost, so why not add it to my deck? This big bash is going to make Lagavulin regret messing with me. This strike card is my best bet to start wearing down Lagavulin's health, so let's give it a shot. Time to clean up my hand and say goodbye to those non-attack cards while giving Lagavulin a taste of my power. This Lagavulin dude is going down with my strike card, No Mercy. Let's give Lagavulin a fashion makeover with a clothesline attack, making it weaker and less threatening. Time to dig through my deck and find something spicy to finish off this Lagavulin. This Warcry card is like a little boost of energy, giving me a chance to plan ahead and strategize for the next move. Let's have a chat with Neo. Maybe she'll give us some cool tips, or maybe just tell us a funny joke. Either way, it's worth a shot. Oh man, enemies with 1 HP in the next 3 combats? That's like playing on easy mode. Let's breeze through these fights and show them who's boss. Let's take on the first monster node and show them who's boss. Time to flex those card-playing muscles. Let's finish off that slimy boy with a good old strike card. Time to show it who's boss. Time to finish off that slimy foe with a good old strike card. Adios, Spike Slime. Ooh, random attack for free? Yes, please. Let's add some spicy randomness to the mix with this card. Let's hit up that question mark node. Who knows what kind of cool stuff we might find there? Maybe a new relic, or some sweet upgrades. Let's go on an adventure. Let's make our deck grow like a plant. Upgrade a card sounds like a fun way to make our deck stronger. Plus, who doesn't love a good upgrade? Let's upgrade Bash because who doesn't love dealing more damage and applying more vulnerable to our enemies? Let's bash our way to victory. Let's pray and remove a card from our deck. Who needs extra HP anyway when you can have a sleeker, more efficient deck? Am I right? Let's keep the momentum going and hit that button. Ain't no stopping us now. Hi, what's up? What's up? Not much, just here slaying some spire and having a blast. How about you, Blocksack? Let's smack that bug with a good old strike. Gotta squash him like a pro. Time to say goodbye to the pesky louse with a swift strike. Adios, little bug. Hey, who doesn't love drawing cards and gaining block at the same time? Shrug It Off is a solid pick for some defense and card draw action. Let's go for Whirlwind. It deals 5 damage to all enemies multiple times, which is great for clearing out those pesky mobs quickly. Plus, it's always satisfying to see all those numbers pop up on the screen. Let's go with the Infernal Blade card. It adds a random attack into our hand for free this turn. It's like getting a surprise gift every time we play it. Plus, it exhausts itself so we don't have to worry about cluttering our deck with more cards. Let's take a rest here and recharge our batteries. Plus, who doesn't love a good nap in the middle of a dungeon crawl? Oh man, we are so close to full HP already. Might as well just rest and top off our health. Can't be too careful in this crazy spire, right? Let's smash the gremlin knob with Bash Plus and make it regret messing with us. Hey, this card is awesome. Whenever I exhaust a card, I get some extra block. It's like getting a bonus for cleaning up my deck. Definitely adding this to my collection. Hey, we're not looking too hot with our HP right now, so let's take a chill pill and rest up to heal 30% of our max P. Can't slay the spire if we're slaying ourselves, am I right? Let's hit up that question mark node. Maybe we'll find some cool loot or a fun event to spice things up. Let's just keep the party going and hit that button. Ain't nobody got time for stopping now. We're on a roll. Let's take the take and give option because who doesn't love receiving blood for blood? Plus, storing a card sounds like a fun surprise for later. Let's go for it. Let's spin around like a whirlwind and smack all those enemies at once. Time to show them who's boss. Let's smash this cultist with a big bash plus and make them regret messing with us. Let's spice things up with a random attack. Who doesn't love surprises? This is going to be epic. I'll exhaust all my cards in hand and unleash a massive fiend fire on the cultist, taking advantage of its vulnerable state for some serious damage. Hey, Sword Boomerang is like a mini whirlwind but for 1 energy. It can help with some extra damage output, so let's add it to the deck. This is a no-brainer. I need that extra block, and who doesn't love drawing more cards? Time to bash this slaver with some extra oomph and make it regret crossing paths with me. This slaver is about to get hit with a double whammy, a clothesline for some damage, and weakness for a little less oomph in its attacks. Let's spin around and hit everything with this whirlwind attack. It's like a tornado of damage. I'm just gonna slap that feel no pain down and let it do its thing, getting me some free block without any effort on my part. Let's wrap this up with a bang and say goodbye to the slaver with a flashy strike. Oh man, fire breathing is gonna make those status and curse cards hurt the enemies even more. Plus, it's only 1 energy cost, so why not add some extra damage to the mix? Oh man, we're feeling a bit beat up right now, so let's take a breather and rest to heal 30% of our max HP. We gotta make sure we're in tip-top shape for the challenges ahead. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some cool loot or a helpful event. Upgrade 2 random cards? More like upgrade 2 random chances for epic combos. Let's do this. Let's take a break at the campfire, roast some marshmallows, and heal up before the next challenge. Plus, who doesn't love a good rest? Let's take a chill pill and rest. We're not looking too hot with our HP. Plus, we can always smith later to upgrade our cards and become even more OP. Let's spice things up with a random attack for free. Why not, right? This is a perfect opportunity to smack the Hexaghost with Dropkick and maybe get a bonus card out of it. Let's go. This big bad ghost needs a taste of my upgraded strike. Let's show it who's boss with this heavy hit. Let's smack that fiery ghost with some good old strikes and see if we can cool it down a bit. Let's smack that fiery ghost with a good old strike card and show it who's boss. Let's spice things up with a random attack and see what we get. Time to shrug off the Hexaghost's attacks and draw into something good. Gotta keep myself safe and ready to strike back. Let's throw caution to the wind and charge recklessly at the Hexaghost, dealing some damage and adding a dazed card to our deck for fun. Let's throw some swords at this fiery ghost and see if we can cool it down a bit. Gotta beef up my defenses before the Hexaghost hits me with its fiery attacks. Let's kick this Hexaghost while it's down and get a bonus card out of it. Double the fun. Let's smack the Hexaghost with Bash Plus to make it more vulnerable and hit it harder next turn. Let's pop Feel No Pain to get some extra block whenever we exhaust a card. It's like getting a bonus for doing nothing extra. Love it. Let's unleash the Whirlwind Plus and deal 8 damage to all enemies multiple times. That should help me take down the Hexaghost quickly. Let's throw some swords at this fiery ghost and see if we can cool it down a bit. Let's shrug off the damage and draw a card. Gotta keep those defenses up and the handful, you know? Let's throw caution to the wind and charge recklessly at the fiery ghost. Time to show it who's boss. Let's give that fiery ghost a taste of my strike card and show it who's boss. This fiery ghost is going down. Time to show it who's boss with a solid hit. Oh man, Juggernaut is like having a little buddy that smacks enemies every time you block. It's like having your own personal bodyguard that also deals damage. Plus, it's always fun to watch enemies get hit unexpectedly. Oh man, double the effectiveness of potions? That's like getting a 2-for-1 deal at the potion shop. Plus, who doesn't love a good potion boost? I'm all about that extra oomph in my battles. Let's go straight to the next monster node. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to take on anything. Let's throw some swords around and see if we can poke some holes in that chosen. This is going to be epic. Time to unleash the whirlwind and show this chosen who's boss. Let's spice things up with a random attack for free. Why not, right? Let's shrug it off and draw a card. Gotta keep the momentum going. Let's give this chosen monster a taste of its own medicine with a powerful Bash Plus attack. Let's spin around like a whirlwind and smack those enemies with some serious damage. Oh man, Rampage Plus is such a fun card to play with. It starts off dealing 8 damage and gets stronger each time you play it in combat. Let's add some more oomph to our deck with this bad boy. Let's go for the question mark node. Who knows, maybe we'll find some cool loot or a helpful event to spice things up. Oh, 75 gold to remove a card from my deck? Heck yeah, I'm all about that deck optimization life. Let's clean house and make room for some stronger cards. Let's keep this party going. I choose to continue at the Old Beggar event. Who knows what kind of crazy adventure awaits us next? Let's throw some swords at this shell and see if we can crack it open. Let's spice things up with a random attack for free. Why not, right? Let's throw some anger at that shelled parasite and make it even angrier with more copies in the discard pile. Let's smack that shelled parasite with a stronger punch. Gotta break through that plated armor somehow. Let's smack this monster with some Bash Plus action, make it regret messing with us. Time to give that shelled parasite a taste of my powerful strikes. Let's show it who's boss. Let's spice things up with a random attack. Who knows what we'll get? This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you, shelled parasite. But hey, at least I'll be dealing some serious damage in the process. Let's smack that shelled parasite with a strike to start chipping away at its health. This is going to be epic. I'm going to unleash a whirlwind of attacks and wipe out all these enemies in one go. Let's smack that shelled parasite with Rampage Plus and watch it grow stronger with each hit. Let's spice things up a bit and make those enemies regret hitting me by playing Juggernaut. This bash is going to make that shell crack and leave the parasite vulnerable to my next attacks. Let's go with Thunderclap Plus. It deals damage to all enemies and applies vulnerable, setting us up for some big hits. Let's go fight that monster. I'm feeling pumped up and ready to show off my skills in battle. Let's smack the Centurion with Bash Plus and make it regret standing in our way. Let's throw some swords at that Centurion and see if we can make a dent in its armor. Let's spin around and hit them all with this whirlwind attack, taking them down in style. This Thunderclap was going to make those enemies regret messing with me, hitting them all at once and making them vulnerable for some extra pain. I'm feeling lucky, so let's see what random attack card I get from Infernal Blade. Maybe it'll be something super powerful. This is going to be a big hit on the Mystic, and I'll get rid of those non-attack cards in my hand at the same time. Double win! Let's smash the Centurion with Rampage Plus and show it who's boss. Let's smack that Centurion with a Rampage Plus. It's going to hit hard and get even stronger for the next round. Perfect for taking down the enemy quickly. Let's smack that Centurion with a strike and take him out before he can do more damage. This is going to be epic. I'm going to unleash a whirlwind of attacks on that Mystic and show them who's boss. Thank you all so much for joining me today on this epic journey through Slay the Spire. I had such a blast playing and chatting with all of you. Your support and engagement mean the world to me. I hope you had as much fun as I did, and I can't wait to see you all again in the next stream. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a stream. Until next time, stay safe, stay awesome, and keep on slaying those spires. Goodbye, everyone. Algoria Nova out.